This guy wanted a video about spawns. So did everyone else. As we all know, in multiplayer, spawning occurs whenever the match starts, and we respawn after dying on competitive game modes like Hardpoint and Domination. How does it work? Can you control spawns? How do you predict enemy spawns? All of those questions will be answered on today's video, so make sure you stay locked in. Simply explained, spawns are affected mainly by your positioning and your line of sight. Positioning is like an invisible line in the map that once you cross, these spawns can change. An example of this is when you step near C flag of Domination Standoff, your position will cause the enemies to spawn back alley or gas station. As for line of sight, enemies will not spawn at a known spawn point if you're directly looking at it. That's why in a map like Hardpoint Shipment, if you and your teammate are scattered all over the map, chances are the enemy will spawn beside or behind you if you're not looking at certain spawn points. The main way you can learn these spawn areas is by playing the map over and over again. Let's look at Tribe Gaming's gameplay and how they control spawns from the COD Mobile Masters Finals, where they secured their spot for the 2021 World Championships. In their loser bracket final against NYSL Mayhem, even before the match started, casters talked about crossfire domination and the importance of having C as your home flag for an easier overall control of the map while being able to protect the B flag if you happen to capture it.
Whoever has Charlie wins the game. It's very rare for you to actually win the game if you are going to be on that A side. It's just a matter of...
Take note that Tribe had the A flag, essentially giving them top spawns at the starting round. Observe how Envy managed to creep onto Broken Building trying to get that control. These spawns got flipped due to multiple factors. Watch how Tribe essentially has control of Central Building and shortcut around the B flag. With Envy at Laundry almost near Broken Building, Band actually spawned near them after dying on mid lane. Nero crossing that imaginary line on top of Office and Tribe eliminating 3 of the NYSL members causes all of them to spawn near Office and Lounge. Childs makes his way through, butchers to pinch Saxy and finally secure that C flag, essentially giving them map control throughout the first round. Great execution by Tribe to manipulate the spawns in their favor. This is a great example of how positioning and objectives affect where teams spawn. Tribe had a great understanding of that and made sure they won their gunfights on their way to claim the area they wanted to control. Of course, behind this great team is a great coach that gave them guidance on how to play the game right. If you want tips on how to make it in the pro scene from Tribe's coach Image, comment Image down below. Now take a look at this recovery by Tribe after Tectonic single-handedly denies their initial retake for control of the next hardpoint. With NYSL having control of the blue house successfully setting up, Tribe immediately initiates for a back alley push. Watch how Childs tries to play his life and manages to take out one of NYSL before the rest of the Tribe members completes the push. From there, they just had to win their gunfights and eliminate Tectonic inside the point for Tribe to completely break NYSL's setup and take control of spawns and the hardpoint. Controlling hardpoint spawns is a bit more nuanced because if you or your teammate is occupying the point, you're gonna spawn near it. Otherwise, you're more likely to spawn around the area where most of your teammates are. Now, what if you don't have teammates to play ranked with, but you want to improve your individual map awareness? I've talked about this in my map awareness video, which you might want to check out after watching this one. Using your minimap, look at where your teammates are positioned, and from that you can kinda predict where your enemies will appear. They usually spawn the opposite side of where majority of your team is situated, and you can take that info of how to position yourself around the map. So whenever you're moving alone into an area where you don't have teammates around, make sure to play it slow and expect enemies from directions based off of their possible spawn points. In a nutshell, learning spawns is just paying attention to your team's presence in the map. The heavier your team's presence is in an area, you can assume that enemies are going to spawn on the opposite part of the map away from your team. Is there a certain map and game mode you want to learn how spawns work? Comment them down below. That's it for today's video. Make sure you drop a like and share this to your friend who doesn't know a thing about spawns. For today's question, I want to know, who's your favorite player in COD Mobile? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.